All right, hello and welcome to Turkish Films Daily Chess channel. Today is Daily Chess episode 17, and we are going to be playing some blitz chess, 10 minutes. So you can see our rank is 1667, which is lower than 1696, but that's okay. We intend to earn back some of that rating today. Okay, this is regular stuff. If queen takes, okay, knight takes here. And we have the Najdorf Sicilian. So we have the English attack, the classical line, the Opočenský, the Lipnitsky variation. I don't know the name of this one actually. Oh, that's the Amsterdam. So it's the Opočenský here. And I'll play e5. Okay. So Opočenský just trying to castle. The bishop isn't actually useful over here. He's just trying to castle and doesn't want to put his bishop in the way of anything else. At least that's as I understand it. So e5 makes a lot of sense. We're expanding in the center. Now there is this characteristically weak d5 hole that we have here. That's true. And the d6 pawn is backward. So we're going to endeavor throughout, whenever we have the opportunity, and it's not tactically unsound, to push this d5 pawn. So that's what we have in the Sicilian to kind of look forward to. And after he moves this knight, I think if here I just push immediately. If he goes back here, that's what I'm expecting. Knight there also makes some sense. And I'm debating between playing bishop e6 and bishop e7. Okay, he goes there. I think the move here is bishop e6. And I'm deciding if I'm afraid of bishop f4, f4. I'm slightly afraid of f4. Yeah, we're not scared. We're going to bring our bishop out so we can get to castling. This is a move I want to play a lot anyway, so I'm not too afraid to make this. I just wasn't sure if my bishop belonged there first. So now it's kind of like, it's sort of like the English stuff again, or if he wanted to go queen d2 castles, f3 and g4, but his bishop is out. And I'm not sure that's the most promising move for his bishop there. So I have to decide if I want to bring in a minor piece out. Maybe my thing goes there. Maybe my knight comes out to one of these squares, or my king castles or queen c7. So a lot of options. Do I care if a knight lands here? Well, if a knight lands here, I'm just going to take it, right? So I'm not too concerned. I kind of like to have two options to take it, hence bishop e6. I think I'm going to play bishop e6. I just thought maybe it's annoying if he gets this here, and then if I try to play bishop e6, maybe he has his bishop going here, attacking my queen. Even that's not scary. I just move my queen. Yeah. So we're gonna play this way. Castling is gonna come. Now that the bishop's already moved, now my knight does have the option of going here. To go to here or to go to here. If I'm gonna go here, I'm probably gonna push my b pawn first. There's always this idea in the Najdorf to play b4, b5, which then loosens up this pawn. So f3 is sometimes played to protect that pawn. Sometimes bishop e3 is played to protect the pawn. But I think b4 now, I don't know, it doesn't feel quite right. Maybe it's actually totally fine. I just want to castle. I want to have a safe king. He can decide where his king's going to go. If he plays queen d2, I think castles is fairly automatic. I don't think I should push too hard with my knight coming forward. Oh, wow. Queen to d3, defending the pawn. That is a move. What's wrong with queen d3? Right? What are the problems with it? Why don't I see it very often? Well, he's getting ready to castle. That's for sure. His king is rather forward, right? So if I can attack that queen with b4 bishop there, that'd be pretty great. I'm trying to figure out if this knight attack works. Takes. Maybe we trade queens. Bishop here, bishop here. So now I'm really digging the idea of b5 because bishop c4 seems fairly strong. After b5, knight d5, and knight takes, pawn takes, my bishop has to move somewhere. So I think b5 works. What does b5 loosen up, right? Because every move weakens some squares. It's going to weaken all of these squares here. Does he have access to those squares? This square partially. This square I don't think is very useful because I'll just take his pieces there. His bishop can't get there. His knight could get there, but my knight's there. So I'm split between b5, knight, d8, and castles. I can play knight d7. Oh, shoot. Okay, I'm just going to castle. I'm going to have my king safe. b5 and bishop there seems really, really nice. I quite like that. Okay, so he tries to stop it. That's good. Good for him. Take with the bishop, take with the knight. Those are our choices. Or do we take it at all? Maybe we don't take it at all. We just develop our pieces. Like knight there, for example. I kind of like just developing my pieces. Although I'm kind of scared that if we remove defenders of this guy here, we'll run into a little bit of trouble. So I'm going to go ahead and take with the bishop. And my plan is something like that. So now this hole is kind of gone. He can't really attack that super easily. So we'll just develop our pieces normally. b5, normal stuff. Our rook will come here. Maybe our queen will come here. We'll line up against his pawns. Once he has a pawn here, I feel a lot safer, actually. So I think he's going for g4, or he's rewriting his bishop. I don't understand f3 really. Maybe pushing my pawn was a good move last round. I didn't think it was. Okay, we'll continue with our plans. Should we develop our rook first? If rook goes here, does he have any reply? I think we'll develop our rook. Here. That's the plan. To get our pieces all good and nice. A little bit worried about this kind of thing. Like he's looking over there a little bit, you know. I'm not too worried. Bishop here doesn't work because I just take that. Oh, I can't because this knight's here. Because then he can take this, and after I take this, he takes here. Okay, it might still not be too bad, but I'd rather have center pawns than not have center pawns. So I like this move. I'm deciding if rook c8 should come first. If I played this move, how does he defend the pawn? I don't think he does. So this takes here. Yep. And I think after this, my knight actually goes to h5 to hop into f4. That looks like a great square for my knight, as well as the bishop gets a tempo on the g5 pawn. I like that a lot. It's on a dark square, so his bishop doesn't help. Okay, so now he's still going for this move. I'm still not really afraid of it, though. He hasn't shown that it's a good idea to be scared of that move. So again, I can drop back to attack the pawn again. This guy here. Again, it doesn't look like he can defend it comfortably, right? Because then takes here at the end. So it's either queen b7 or it's rook a to c8. And I can't decide which one it is. Let's go rook. If I go here, he can queenside castle. So let's go rook a c8 first to kind of say don't do that. I am worried about him somehow checkmating me. He's pushing all these pawns, so I think he's going to queenside storm. I can't move these pawns yet, though. Whoa. Okay, so he's really going for a storm here. H6 looks totally cool. My knight can't really get to F4 anymore, which is unfortunate. Okay, let's double up. Doubling up doesn't help me right now, does it? We can small double up. Cause I wanted to double up here, but then I saw knight to D2. After knight D2, any checks, captures, threats. Yeah, I'll just go here. His knight's pretty bad here, so if I put it here, I'm incentivizing him to move it. He likes to move it. And the dark squares I feel totally happy on because I have a dark square bishop. And now he plays this move. Now I can't take because the rook is defending that square. So let's go back. Here, attacking the pawn. It's a little bit scary, but again, if he wants to try to attack on the light squares, there's going to be some sacrifices happening. I don't know. I feel like he needs to castle and get his other rook here. Hopefully he doesn't hear me. But for now, his pawn's, attacked. So we should be careful of that. I'd be very happy with knight here, actually. Take with the rook. I'm wondering if e4 was ever a move that I could play. Whoa, he defended with the queen. That was not expected. I think that move isn't right. His queen was defending light squares, and now it isn't defending light squares. All right, let's continue marching. Now these pawns are free to move because he's not putting pressure on these guys. So I think he's going to queenside castle, and then I'm going to try to march my pawns forward, kick his knight out, get my queen in here, and try to just major laser him. Yeah, because I think his breaks aren't really working out for him. Okay, so he's doing this kind of thing. That makes a lot of sense. Where does his knight go if I attack it? Good question. So if I go here, oh, he can take it because the queen's defending. So we should go here first. Or we should go here first, actually. Yeah. Attack the defender of the pawn. And queen captures or rook captures? I like rook captures because my queen can go behind it. This move looks fairly good. Oh, is that move good? I can give up the exchange for a pawn. This queen is doing a pretty good job. I wish it wasn't doing a good job. I have less time than he does. So let's just start marching our guys down. I kind of feel like I'm holding on by a thread here. I like that I have control and targets, but for now he's defending them. So I should have a more dark square centric strategy, I think. And this move doesn't work because he just plays that in the end. And that's pretty savage. I don't understand. I'm just breaking through, right? Takes a million times. and then just check here. He also got to watch out because his queen has to defend this pawn here. I don't see his threats. He can sacrifice there if he wants. But I thought this move is good. Right? Okay, there's one check, but I'm not concerned. Because after this check, I go back. My king side does get opened, that's true. But I mean, I have threats. I can take here with check. Take with the rook, take with the queen. The crucial decision. I like taking with the queen because it doesn't let this guy do anything. Also, we're attacking him. His queen can't go anywhere, and this pawn's a little bit loosey-goosey there. So we traded queens, so that pawn's under attack now. We have major pressure. Okay, so he tries to trade it off. Makes sense. We'll take this way, and then we'll close up the H file, I think. Close up the H file, right? Sounds good. Okay. So we still have our hole. His bishop is doing a job, however. Where would my bishop be ideally placed? That looks like a pretty good post for my bishop. That looks like a good post for my bishop if this pawn moves. This is my weakness, so I got to make sure that I'm defending that. Yeah, I gotta make sure I'm defending that. Go here. I think his bishop is gonna try to weasel its way into the position, and I can't stop it if it does that. Okay, I'm not gonna check him. So my bishop needs to do that, I think. Really awkward stuff. But I think that's what has to happen. I want my bishop there. Yeah, but he attacks it right away. Going passive is just wrong. All right, let's go back. My bishop really needs to breathe, have some life, breathe it into him, but for now it doesn't look super likely. Okay, doubling up. Pretty good stuff. My king is trapped. So let's untrap our king. Our king's going for a long journey. Check. I don't have very much time. I'm running out of time. I'm running out of time. I dropped the pawn. Drop the pawn. Everything's on dark squares. So I'm happy about that. I ran out of time. Okay. That's very unfortunate. We lost 7 points there. I'm not sure if this position is drawn or lost in the end. He does have an extra pawn that I dropped. But overall, I think it was a fair game. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry, I got quiet at the end. And as always, stay Turkish.